Greetings to you all! It's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Ooh, it feels good. It was the final day of the February Streamathon today, and I didn't stream. Yeah! That's the kind of success I'm talking about. That means the plan is working. That means the plan has come together nicely. Everybody's happy. No, wrong. What a fuck up. What a fuck up. I hate the NHS. If you don't know what the NHS is, it's that thing everybody envious about across the world. Free healthcare for all, which includes retards and time wasters and generally involves a lot of hospital spam. People be spamming the hospital. They spam it. When someone tells me I have a 9:45 appointment, that is 9:45 in the AM, I do not expect to sit and wait till nearly midday before I actually see somebody. Fucking sucks. What's the point of an appointment? Why make an appointment if you're not going to see me for 2 goddamn hours? I actually came up with a theory. A theory that it is in fact just to increase how much it costs me in the car park. I think that is the plan, the master plan. Of course, as it being Friday, and the only day the past month that I have literally been out of the house all day, it was the day everything arrived. Yep. Sometimes the universe just be trolling. Just be trolling. As you can see, there's a lot of boxes behind me. That way. I can't do it. That way. There's a lot of boxes of shit behind me. That stuff managed to arrive just as we are about to leave the house. Ghosty's birthday presents, however, they arrived midday. We put a sign on the fucking door that said, "Hey, Mr. Postman, I made it on the fucking computer." I did. I made it on the computer. I had pictures. It was cool as fuck. It said, "Hey, Mr. Postman, can you put any deliveries that may arrive in the blue bin? Because it's just empty. It's cool. We got it emptied yesterday. It's all good. It's an empty place to put the stuff." And I thought, I put even on it, "You rock," with like a Buddy Jesus thing. Now, perhaps he was a very religious man. I thought Buddy Christ would be a great thing to put on it. 'Cause he's like, "Hey, you know, Mr. Postman, he'll find it funny. He's definitely going to do what I ask, right?" So I put on a Buddy Christ picture, printed it off, stuck it on the front of my house. Lo and behold, what is lying on my floor when I get in is a card to say, "You weren't in." No fucking shit. There was a sign on my door, you prick. You fucking asshole. Ugh, why did you do that? And now I have to go and pick it up tomorrow, apparently, somewhere, maybe. And it might not be there. Whatever. We'll get by. We'll get by. But barring that, the work is finished. Everything is done. Not for us at Preach Gaming, of course, but for you guys, hopefully your work is complete, school is finished, all that good stuff. Which means it's Drama Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, 2nd of March, Saturday the 2nd of March, is Mr. Ghost's birthday. He's dinging IRL. In tribute to Mr. Ghost, we will be having a drinking game web show. The PG show where we look at your transmogs and all of those wonderfully good things is tomorrow at 8 PM on Saturday. That's 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time. That's London time to those of you around the world. 9 PM Central European Standard Time. I don't know what time it is in America and Australia and New Zealand. I don't know. Someone will post it. But it's tomorrow. I wish you could join us. It would be wonderful. I don't know the rules of the drinking game. Mr. Ghost has decided them himself. They would probably be over-biased towards me. So I'm very much looking forward to it. You will need something that you can shot. Spirits, liqueur, something along those lines, and some beer for those longer drinks. Those are the basics. What the rules are, I do not know. But we'll also be giving away some t-shirts and all kinds of other things, and generally just having a blast, okay? And also reviewing your transmogs in a drunken state. That always goes down well. As I said, though, right now it's Drama Friday. It's Drama Friday. I have in front of me 7 stories, of which I will choose enough to fill out what's going on. I have 7 stories in front of me. They range from bad luck and trouble, just a general drama story called The Wonderful Warglaive, The Guild I Forgot About, Fulfilling Every Frustrated Raider, In Your Vents Destroying Your Guild, Kinko's Travels, and why you have been mad. Why you have been mad. Okay? Why you have been... Can I point out every single story... Right, check this. Every single story is in PDF, pretty much. Look at the difference. See this one? See this one? It's a big story. Big story. It's in PDF, but look at that. Then look at this one. Bold at the beginning of every paragraph. Characters contained within the story. Dude. You know what I mean? Just because it's in PDF doesn't mean you formatted it correctly, sirs. Doesn't mean you formatted it correctly. I'm going to start with a story that's not so much a drama story, but actually a sad, sad tale. It's a sad story, and it kind of made me go, aww. Aww. It's called Bad Luck and Trouble. Bad Luck and Trouble. My story begins in the days of patch 3.1, when Ulduar was released. I rolled a Night Elf Arms Warrior. I'm okay with that. Night Elf Arms Warriors, I quite like. I think they look pretty cool. Being the badass I am. After the arduous journey to level 80, I didn't know exactly what to do at max level. Everybody does this, right? New players to the game, I must reach the level cap immediately. What do I do now? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm there. I've reached the level cap. I've done what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what to do now, though. I did this in vanilla. I raced to level 60. Like, poured my heart into getting to level 60. And had no fucking idea what to do at the level cap at all. Like, no clue. I didn't know. Happens to everybody. Happens to everybody. I was in no means a good player either. Often being below the tanks of the DPS meters, it wasn't until 2 weeks after capping that I heard about a raid in trade chat. When a pug formed to kill Razor Scale and Ignis, but not the Flame Leviathan for some reason. Probably already killed, right? We managed to kill Flame Leviathan, now we'll make another raid to kill Razor Scale and Ignis. That raid ain't killing Ignis, by the way. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm just telling you. If you see that, if you see some guild, some raid that's formed to do something like that, you're not going to kill Ignis. You're not killing Ignis, I'm telling you. I then started reading about raids extensively and decided I'm going to join a raiding guild. The decision has been made. Raids sound awesome. Yogg Saron is in there. An old god? Ooh, that sounds good. Then I went to Nax and it all fell apart. It doesn't say that, but it should. I applied to a 25-man guild who had the 4 keepers on farm under the name of the Ballers. The Ballers. They were in desperate need of a DPS warrior. No, they weren't. Nobody was in desperate need of a DPS warrior. We desperately need one. No, you don't. So without any coherent thought, I submitted my application away in my shoddy, heroic Dungeon Blues. 5 days later, I receive a whisper from the guild master, who shall be Bangriefers. Yeah, GM Bangriefers. Bangriefers, you're a massive slacker in this story. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Hey there, we got your application. Your gear isn't exactly perfect, but we can work around that. Are you able to join us for Ulduar tonight? What workaround is there? There is no workaround. If you get a whisper like that, the GM is bad. The GM is a bad player. We'll work around the fact you've got no gear. How? What exactly are you going to do? What is your plan? What is your plan? What is your workaround for me not having any gear? What's the game here? Oh, you can just sort of like add another player. We'll go 26-man. We'll go 26-man. What is your workaround? You lying motherfucker. You're a lying bastard. You're a bad GM. Go away. I was ecstatic. I was going to raid. I got a guild invite, logged onto their Ventrilo, and flew straight to the instance. We cleared Flame Leviathan with no issues, and decided to go straight to XT. Nobody does that. Bad guild. Bad guild. With the guild's hopes of General Vezak's progression that night. The ready check came, and I was sweating with excitement. Oh, We pulled XT, which is a great fight, by the way. One of my favourite fights ever in World of Warcraft. And one of my first fails came right away. I taunted the boss. An arms warrior was tanking the boss. Until that point, I thought Taunt gave you a big DPS increase. Aww. It's almost as if you had Omen installed. And if I press Taunt, I go straight to the top. No stopping me now, baby. No stopping me. You've got your recount set to threat. Do you know what I mean? Install a DPS meter. Which one? I don't know. It's like recount or Omen or something. So installed it. And look, if I press Taunt, boom, I'm right at the top of the meter. Yes! Winning! I'm fucking winning. This was wrong. As I quickly learned, as I went splat, as I was one shot by the boss. You done goofed at XT, man. You done goofed on XT. One of the officers in the guild, a lady, let's call her K-Macca. The ladies, K-Macca, K-Macca. Like Shane O'Mac. Nice. Nice. Shouted on vent, what the fuck are you doing? You're a DPS. Why are you trying to tank the boss? I replied with a brief, sorry. Didn't mean to taunt. I just thought it was a huge DPS increase to taunt the boss. My bad. My bad. My bad. Though, it got worse. Once they had finished killing XT without battle resing me, K-Mackers quickly inspected me and exclaimed, no wonder you died so quickly. After taunting the boss, look at your gear. Every single item is broken. At this point, when I was reading this, right, I had to wonder, how long has this gear been broken for? Do you know what I mean? How long has the gear been broken for? Like, he's been level 80 for weeks and never repaired. Do you know what I mean? Every single item has been broken forever. It's just all broken. Completely broken for weeks. For fucking weeks. I can imagine that's happening. It's all broken. Where she then, nicely, K-Mackers, you lovely lady, placed a Jeeves repair bot. That explains why your DPS was shitty. That's the reason. His gear's broken. It's definitely the reason. Explains why your DPS was shit on the trash too. Repair your gear fast so we can speed up. Okay. Job done. DPS? What's a DPS, I thought? You're a DPS. Uh-huh. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, why are you tanking the boss? You're a DPS. Am I? Sounds ace. I've got an abbreviation. That sounds wonderful. That sounds amazing. I'm a DPS. And then he leans back boldly. Behold, for I am a DPS. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I had no knowledge of any UI or add-ons, let alone recount, and was simply using the Blizzard default UI. Oh! That's why he thinks Taunt gives him a massive DPS increase, because he gets aggro. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Every time I push this button, the fucking mobs just dive all over me because I'm kicking their ass. That's why. That's why Taunt is the best DPS cooldown. Because, dude, I'm getting aggro all the time. Yeah, motherfucker. Taunt for life, bro. Taunt for life. Look at this fucking guy. Fucking boss is all over me. I must be kicking his fucking ass. I must be laying into this bastard. Look at me. No wonder all my gear's broken. These tanks are shit. They can't hold aggro against my awesome Taunt DPS. Losers. Feeling puzzled about being called a DPS and using these add-ons, I went on and used the teleporter to go to the next area. To my dismay, however, I teleported back to the expedition base camp. Uh-oh. Luckily, nobody noticed, so I quickly teleported back to the correct area. I've done that. I did that in my first method raid. I was so panicking. It was the noobiest thing I've ever done. We're like, oh, we need to do this. Teleport to the next area. I totally did that on my first method raid. I'd been to Ulduar. I shit you not. I had raided and cleared near enough everything in heroic Ulduar. I still did that in my first method raid. I did. Mongoloid. Nobody noticed either though. Like a boss. Stealthy. We cleared all the trash up to the Iron Council, where the guild master went through a brief explanation of our kill order. At the same time, K-Macker, lovely guy, lovely lady K-Macker said, whispered me, saying, did you know what to do now? We've explained it. No, I didn't. I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about. I thought in my head. But I lied. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. God, you just explained it. Of course I know what I'm doing. This is like when the raid leader says, who fucked up? No idea. And the guilty party just doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say a damn word. Everybody know what to do here? Okay, so you all didn't reply, so yeah, you'll be fine. We pulled the council, and the raid proceeded to attack the Stormcaller. Me, of course, not knowing what a clue of what the GM said, decided to attack Rune Master instead. He looks like a guilty party. I'm going for him. Surprisingly, nobody noticed me doing this. What they did notice, though, is my god-awful DPS. By the end of the fight, the majority of the raid were pulling around 6k DPS. 6,000 DPS. I, however, was on a measly 1.7k. This led to my next and possibly the most important mistake. I was wearing a combination of Holy Paladin gear, mail, leather, and cloth. Just about everything was wrong with my gear. Having excessive amounts of intellect or agility, they had absolutely no benefit whatsoever. None of my gear was gemmed or enchanted. On top of that, I had no glyphs. The only thing correct about my class was the talent trees, which I had copied off of Thoughtbot. Now, at this point, you've got to bear in mind, they've had his application for 5 days. I think the armory was out in Kata, in Wrath, I think. I'm guessing. But they've inspected him. They noticed his gear was broken, but not the fact that he was wearing cloth. This is a bad guild, okay? You shouldn't feel too bad. This is a very, very bad guild. This is a very, very bad guild in the first place. It's a terrible fucking guild. But that's okay. That's okay. K-Knackers and Bangreefers quickly picked up on this. They shouted some incoherent sentences at me on Vent and inadvertently kicked me from the raid. I had never been so embarrassed in my whole life. I literally went full retard in front of 24 other people and probably wouldn't have an opportunity to raid like that again. Luckily, there's a happy ending. I went on to raid, blah, blah, blah. Nothing dramatic. It's all good. It's all good. What a sad story. It made me sad, but still. Awesome. 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 All good stuff. All good stuff. It made me feel sad. It made me feel sad. Our next drama story is a story of trolling. We like a good troll. Especially a troll who is dedicated. A dedicated troll. Not a troll who goes for the quick laugh. He goes for the long-term laugh, okay? He's in it for the kill. He's in it for the kill. This story is called Why You Have Be Mad. Why You Have Be Mad. He's in for the long game. My drama story begins as many others in Wrath of the Lich King. After being repeatedly harassed by my friend. Who shall we call? Ooh, Ids. Who shall be the friend? The friend is Ids. After repetitively harassed by my friend Ids into picking up World of Warcraft, I rolled a dwarf female warrior. Nope. 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 Okay, back in the game. I rolled a dwarf female warrior on Sylvanas EU. And after entering the game and being awestruck by its splendiferousness, spelt correctly by the way, I was told by my friend that she would help me power level. I declined because I wanted to explore the game by myself. She was fine with this because 2 minutes later she went offline. I'll help you. No, awesome. Thank fucking Christ. It's you liar. It's you liar. I will help you level. Please don't, please don't, please don't say yes. Please don't say yes. Please don't say yes. Please don't say yes. No, it's okay. I'll do it on my own. Thank God. Log off. Log off. Log the fuck off immediately. I was left to level all alone in the frosty wastelands of Dunmoreau. I leveled all the way to 10 in about 2 hours. After questing for another minute or two, I realised I was being stalked by a level 80 orc warrior. Being the nice guy I am, I ran towards him and slash waved. He's bound to be there bringing gifts. He's like the Santa Claus of the Horde. That's why he's there. Duh. Duh. Hey, I'm a female dwarf warrior. Want to fuck me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For the next 45 minutes, I was constantly ganked by this fucking XP blocking shitweasel. I logged off and went onto Skype and told my friend Ids to kick the shit out of this. I'm not going to say that word. She said no. She was busy but could stay on Skype. After telling her that I rolled a female dwarf, I was told that female dwarfs are ugly muff-hunting transvestites. Seems about accurate, I think so. I re-rolled a black, bald human mage. Oh, even better. That's better. That's better. That's much better. Nothing says awesome like bald human male casting. It looks awesome every time. My God. I quested to level 20 and then, surprise, surprise, I ran into the orc warrior again. Bemused by his misanthropic bloodthirst, I relogged my dwarf. I got to level 15 before I saw this cunt camel again. I started raging over Skype and spammed chat slating him for about 10 minutes, unaware that he couldn't actually read what I was typing. You motherfucker! Blah, 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 blah. Ogle, right? What was Ruffle? It's sort of like Gurgle. This ganking lasted until I hit level 30 on both characters, over 2 weeks. By this time, I was persistently on edge, awaiting a good hard ganking. Sounds so sexual. To no one's surprise, it happened. I was running to handing quests for about 20 minutes. I ran one step closer towards the quest givers. Every time he killed me, he would sit and stand on my face, hump my bald mage head. Once again, I furiously raged over Skype and even broke my keyboard out of sheer anger. My dad, wondering what all the fuss was about, came upstairs to find me semi-naked. I'm not sure how that fits into the story. I'm not how sure that fits into the story. Broken keyboard in hand, in a fit of rage, and ripe with tears and neckbeard injustice. My dad took away my computer for 2 ball-achingly long weeks. After I finally got my PC back and I called my friend, she laughed and said, "Why you have to be mad?" to everything I said. Hi, why you have to be mad? Me, hello, how are you doing? Why you have to be mad? Etc, etc, etc. After what felt like an eternity, but more likely around 5 minutes, I told my friend to fuck off and die. He told me that she would fuck off, but that I would die. And I logged into WoW, shrugging off this cuntish behaviour. I logged into my bald friend and finally handed in all of the quests. A sigh of relief, a proud moment. How the game should be played, handing in quests. I thought that the troll must have gotten bored and found another victim, but an hour later, he was back. My friend called me as I was being ganked and started shouting, "Why you have to be mad?" Which was a bad mood. At the time, he lived 3 houses down from me. I ran out of my house and down the road at 5 PM in my dressing gown and knocked on her door. Her mother answered, I'm surprised to say the least. I stormed upstairs, and what proceeded to follow was a physical fight because I saw on the screen that she was playing that fucking orc. The final comment, as I was about to leave, was under her breath. She said, "Why you have to be mad?" Thanks for reading. If you could tell my friend, who is most likely watching the stream right now, that you are in fact a total cunt. It's you bad. You bad. But I love him. Kiss, kiss. You're in for the long game, Ids. It was over a month of play. A month of play, it's... A month of play. Well played to you, sir. Well played to you, sir or lady. That's the long game. I'm a bad girl. That's kick-ass. Now, our third story has a list of characters. Me, which I don't think we need a name for. GM number 1. Who should we have? Oshua should be GM number 1. GM number 2 shall be the chubby armadillo. I'm just going to call you Armadillo. I don't think we need to stress the chubbiness factor of armadillos. I don't think we need to do that. A shaman called Nuddleweep. And of course, a Crossfire friend. God, do you remember Crossfire? Do you remember Crossfire? Oh, we'll go with Billy motherfucking Mays. Billy motherfucking Mays shall be the Crossfire friend. Now, there is 2 parts to this story. I'll skip over part 1 because it's kind of a newbie experience. But our friend here was brought into the game by his brother while he was about 11 years old. And under that time, he started playing a human, an undead mist. Thumbs up. Swoby Swaggins. Nice. And it's around, of course, Wrath of the Lich King time. It's kind of a Wrath of the Lich King themed daily. Okay. And this chapter I actually liked was called Hazing the Shaman. I was offered a raid spot in my brother's guild, in which he was an officer and could guarantee me a spot. I knew everyone in the guild and I was a shoo-in for Kata. However, I was below the required age limit, like I said yesterday in your guild apps, for the guild, and only got in because my brother was a trusted officer in the guild since the days of Classic. I didn't want a free pass though. If others of my age were not allowed to raid with them, I did not want any special treatment. I left my alts in the guild, but set off with my priest in hopes to find a raiding guild to call my own. I found a guild that was in desperate need of healers right after I hit 85, and we began raiding Blackwing Descent. The next week after I joined, the guild was A-OK throughout all of 4.0. They accepted me despite my age, and I had a good time in their guild. Everything was wonderful. My first real endgame experience in WoW was a great one. Several of the raiders burned out towards the end of 4.0, and we recruited a few new members for the start of Firelands. One of these new members was an elemental shaman named Nuddleweep. He showed up the first raid of Firelands, and he did okay. He was right in the middle of our DPS. Not an all-star, but he wasn't bad. For some reason, however, the guild leadership decided to make life difficult for Nuddleweep. Poor Nuddleweep. They tried to push his buttons whenever they could, making jokes about him as if they had known him forever and knew he'd be okay with being made fun of. He was not. He was not. It turns out that this shaman had pretty thin skin, and their insults were really getting to him. Nuddleweep. Nuddleweep. After his 3rd or 4th raid with us, he aired his grievances to the officers, and they promised he would no longer be the butt of the jokes. They lied. Please stop picking on me. In a guild, in a World of Warcraft online environment, you ask not to have jokes told about you. Nope. Please stop calling me names. We won't anymore. Honestly, is it getting to you? Are you mad, bro? Are you mad, bro? Really? Is it making you mad? This is World of Warcraft, Nuddleweep. Better pull that shit together. You better pull that shit together. Over the next few weeks, he was constantly asked his spec. Before the raid, when we zoned in, before we pulled, before the first boss, after the kill, on the way to the next boss, after the raid was over, randomly in guild chat. It's so subtle, but it's so fucking annoying, isn't it? And you know it is. It's so subtle. What spec are you? That's all. I'm only asking what spec are you. It's so subtle, but oh my god. That is so annoying. Before the raid, when we zone in, before we pull, before the first boss, after the kill, on the way to the next boss, after the raid is over, randomly in guild chat. Oh, you know what's worse though? He replies every time. Every single time he's asked, he replies he is not enhancement. I only know how to play elemental. He replies every single time. He got quite aggravated with them and went silent on vent, ignoring their badgering. Why he did not quit the guild sooner than he did, I don't know yet. I logged in one day and received a whisper from Nuddleweep. He asked me how I got through my initiation to the guild and how much longer he has to stick this out. What? I replied, not having the slightest clue what he meant by initiation. He asked this question more specifically this time, completely missing the point of my response. He thought since I was the other newest recruit currently on the team, that I would have some wisdom in overcoming the initiation process of this guild. I realised what was going on and told him there was no initiation process. It's just you. Doesn't that make you feel better, Nuddleweep? It's just you. Everybody else was fine. They're just picking on you. I'm glad we got that out in the open. I'm glad we got that out in the open, that it is literally just you. Nobody else. I had a great time. I joined fine. Yeah, you're special. You're the special little guy. Don't you feel better, Nuddleweeps, for someone who's got like weak, thin skin, can't take a joke? It's just you. Nothing else. No other reason at all. It's just you. Be fine with it. Okay, Oshua and Armadillo, the GMs, the friends that ran the guild, had told him that there was an initiation process to join the guild, much like a fraternity. Just so you know, we run a hazing process here. Other people might not know about it, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it, okay? Yeah, we're just gonna take the mick a little bit. Don't worry about it. All of the insults that have been taking, the badgering him about his spec and his special guild rank. Oh no, he's got a guild rank called Oshua's bitch. He got a special guild rank. Oh my god. His special guild rank of Oshua's bitch had all been for nothing. He believed that after his initiation was over that it would stop and the people in the guild would make fun of him, would be his friends afterwards. He was distraught and waited until both GMs were online before giving them the biggest fuck you speech I have ever seen in a guild chat before. Gah! Nuddleweeps. Take some fucking names, son. Take some names. Revenge of the Nuddleweeps. Well said, my friend. Well said. Taking fucking names. After this, I approached Oshua and told him that I thought what he did to Nuddleweeps was wrong. He ordered me to meet him and Armadillo on Vent. Ooh. They were furious at me for blowing their cover because they were undercover. It's an undercover situation, right? It's very low key. It's very low key. What we're doing to the shaman is very low key. It's very low key. Can you come on Vent? Because you've just ruined it. You've just literally ruined it, okay? We were undercover. We were undercover as assholes. What was your cover story? We're a pair of asshole GMs who initiate and haze people. I don't know if you were getting this, but it is our cover, okay? It's sanctioned. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now you've ruined it. Now you've totally ruined it. And after a quick conversation, told me that I was no longer welcome there. I was kicked. And when my friend Billy motherfucking Mays protested my removal from the guild, he was kicked as well. Me, Billy motherfucking Mays, and Nuddleweeps decided that we would look for a new guild together. This was to no avail. There were no 10-man guilds that weren't either cesspool guilds or guilds that were falling apart that wanted to add 3 raiders to their roster. Billy motherfucking Mays and I did find a guild, and we still raid with them to this day. They are a great guild, and they are progressing through mop hard modes. As for Nuddleweeps, this feels really bad. As for Nuddleweeps, well, it turns out that leaving that guild was a great decision for him. He found a guild with no DPS that could use the legendary. What the fuck? What guild is that? Where do I find them? Where's that? Where's that guild? And ended up getting himself, after raiding with them through Firelands, the wonderful legendary. I think he got the last laugh. And we still remain friends. Fucking right. Billy motherfucking Mays sorted that shit out. He got himself a legendary staff. So now we don't feel bad. He went through all that, but he got a legendary staff. So it's okay, guys, right? You see the way it came to a good ending? It came to a good ending, right? You don't have to feel sorry for him anymore. Took the shit, got a legendary staff. It's fine. It's like that guy in Ocean's 12 who gets all the fucking diseases and shit. That hotel inspector. But then in the end of it, he gets a load of money. So it's okay. It's good. It's good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right. Our final story is a long one. I'm going to go for this for the final one. And it's about a baller who was a bit of an asshole. In fact, he was a major asshole. One might say he was a bit of a ghost. A bit of a ghost. Dear Preacher and a brofist to you and all you wonderful people. It was the Burning Crusade. In the time of this contraption of a story was made. And we were in a realm where a big guild called... We're going to call them the Nuddle Weeps. In tribute to that mighty shaman. The Nuddle Weeps had just fallen apart. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Sorry, Nuddle Weeps. You're cursed, man. Your shit is cursed. You're fucking cursed. Due to a guy who had too much power and too little maturity, started kicking everybody from the guild. This was a World 40th guild, mind you. And he kicked our raiders and emptied our guild bank. This was all over the Ashes of Allah and the guild master winning them. See where I was going with it? Upset was I, and I was committed to the guild, so I made the Nuddle Weeps again and re-invited everybody I could. Too bad our competing guild on the server, who had an alt in our guild, saw this debacle and then quickly swept up our raiders as they were kicked. They were promised loot and money and riches beyond their wildest dreams. Well, 2 items from the guild bank. What would you pick? You need to get 2 items from the guild bank. I want 1 stack of Emperor Salmon and 1 stack of golden fish. Bitch. There's never anything good in the guild bank. You kidding me? Only idiots leave good stuff in the guild bank. You're going to get some fish, potion, flasks, something shit like that. We may have been a competitive bunch, but we were also very, very greedy. Our petition at least got signed out, and everybody but one man and I were left. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I don't think we need a name for him. It was just me and a night elf warrior. We stood there and looked at each other and had the awkward moment when I started fading away from the game because our guild wasn't growing and I had some better things to do. Oh, okay, this guy does come back into it. Alright, alright. Okay, who shall be the huge douchebag? Ballercopter? Ballercopter. Ballercopter! Don't get offended. Things aren't going to look good for you. Just going to point it out. Things don't look good. I had better things to do. Not Ballercopter, though. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Months and years swirled by with me playing on a different realm on a different character. My main was still in the Nuddle Weeps. I was off and on in the game with different dramas happening, coming and going. Eventually I came back from light speed like a scene from Stargate. Nice. As the ship drops out of faster than light into Cataclysm. On my Blelf DK. This whole story reeks of Team Ghost. On my Blelf DK that I had been playing. I started to raid when Kata dropped. I was in a raid group with a new guild in Group 2. Blelf DK. Belonging. Group 1 was getting a little upset then, since I was leading them. Group 2 was progressing a little too quickly. We downed normal madness when they finally figured out how Yorsage worked. How does this guy work? He's got all these different coloured blobs. I don't understand this. It's crazy talk, I tells you. It's crazy. This was only 5 weeks or so into into Dragon Soul. Our guild leader, a belligerent drunk, was angry and kicked all of Group 2 from the guild. Even his wife. I'm kicking everybody. But honey, I'm in Group 2. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Fucking bitch wife raiding Group 2. How can you be raiding when you're supposed to be in the kitchen? Can't raid in the kitchen. Can you? You can't raid in the kitchen. It's about respect. It's about respect. Okay. I can't remember where I am. Hungry though, I wanted to raid more. I joined the top horde guild on my server and learned they were a cesspool guild with 25 friend raiders. I could not I joined a guild! Cesspool guild. God damn it. God fucking damn it. They're Turkey-Swedish. As I joined a Turkey-Swedish guild the other day. I joined the Swedish Turks. Swedish Turks is an awesome guild. It's Swedish-Turkish only. Rocks. It rocks. My warlock is in the Swedish Turks. Or the Turkey Swedes. Whatever you want to call them. They're a Turkish-Swede combination of sexual power. Power, brothers. Turkey Swedes. I'm in the Turkey Swedes. I could not raid. I was worse. It was worse than Group 2. I was group backup. Not being able to join any other guild because they saw, hey, you're in that guild. Why would you want to raid with us? I decided to go back and level my hunter. I logged in and caught my bearings reconfiguring my UI. Seeing which of my friends still existed, etc, etc. I saw Ballercopter was online in Dragon Soul. I didn't want to say hi yet because I figured he was busy. Oh, Ballercopter, welcome back. Welcome back. I noticed I was in a guild, and the tabard for the guild looked familiar from somewhere. I quickly learned that I am still the guild master of a level 25 guild called the Nuddleweeps, with 200 members in it, and 60 people were raiding, 2 25-mans and a 10-man. I was just in time to see the achievement flash across the screen. Realm First, Heroic Madness of Deathwing killed. Oh, I was guffawed. This wasn't the guild I left. I left with one other person in it and expected to come back to nothing. The chat was too busy hooping and howling to see my question asking, what in the actual fuck is going on? I checked WoW Progress and saw that the Nuddleweeps was the top 50, had a top 50 Heroic Madness kill. Nuddleweeps, you always get your man. You always get your man, Nuddleweeps. You get shit on, but Nuddleweeps always comes back. Nuddleweeps. I messaged Ballercopter. What the hell have you been up to? He told me, in a casual way, fix the guild. Ballercopter, your name surpasses you, my friend. What's going on here? Fix the guild. World top 50, no big deal. Baller. Just another day at the office. What a guy. And welcome back. He also asked if he could have the guild leader. Oh, you're back online. Can I have the guild leader title, please? Now, rightfully, I know it was his. He grew it from nothing and is now a top 50 Horde guild. And scrolling through the achievements, many others. But I was a greedy dick. I said, well, technically, I made this guild. I'm the one who had the idea to regain our glory. Intellectual property, baby. Intellectual property. Get shit on. Get shit on, Ballercopter. Intellectual fucking property. It's my IP. My idea. I win. Just because you did all the work, I delegated it to you. I delegated that job to you, Ballercopter. It's actually my idea. I just didn't do any of the labour. I had the idea, I just didn't do any of the work. Yeah, fuck you, Zach Fuckerberg. Zach Fuckerberg represent. I asked for an agreement. Cheeky motherfucker. I asked for a deal. Let's negotiate. Oh, you wish to have my Guildmaster title? Let's negotiate. Smells like sex. I also said, why does it matter? You already have all the rights that I do. Does it really matter who owns this guild? Does it really matter? Does it really matter? You can do everything you need to do. I also wanted to raid. I had been wanting a realm competing guild. I guess World would have to do. What a line. What a line. He was angry and said, okay. Little did I know how devious this guy was. How devious he is. How devious he is. Little did you know how devious Ballercopter was. Mr. Negotiating. Mr. Negotiating? I don't fucking think so. He was not about to give up his core raid team. Oh, hell no. And obvious as I was at the time, didn't realise what he was about to do. Oh, Ballercopter, taking names. The agreement was this. I would transfer my main. He'd pick a member to sit, and he would prove to me that I could raid. I assume that means that you would prove you could raid. And then we'd swap titles. Perfect. So, he's going to join the main raid. He's going to prove he's a good player. And when that happens and he's accepted to the core team, he will give the Guildmaster title. I transfer my main. Giddy and excited that finally again I'd get to raid with some real raiders. None of them were particularly happy that I was back. Weird. Weird. They were all excited for the Game of Thrones, that Game of Thrones was coming back for another season, but endued with rage when they learned that Joffrey would have the whole season to himself. And they named me Joffrey. I wanted power and to get what I want. I raided the first week, got all the gear, and the mount dropped. The greedy loot whore in me made a new agreement. Let's renegotiate. Let's renegotiate. I get the mount. Surprisingly, no one objected. I was confused. I just wanted to start some shit because that's my nature. But oh no, they gave it to me. I thought they were welcoming me. Nope, it's all part of the plan. After the raid, I learned the mount, swapped titles, and sat in front of the Stormwind Bank parading my mount in victory. I decided to stroll over to the Guild Bank and see what delicious things were in there that I might need. Need being the operative word. Need. After taking 30,000 gold out of the once capped Guild Bank, there in the front tab was the Sands of Time. I said out loud in front of my computer, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. And I learned I was not able to take anything else out of the Guild Bank. My rights had just been changed. As if on cue, I receive a message from Ballercopter. Firstly, welcome back. Again. Second off, did you actually think that I would be so stupid, you greedy motherfucker? You have only invite rights to the guild. You are now the commander of Group 6. That's after and below both of our 2 alt raids. You are also required to form your own group and get your own vent. You have 1 week to do this, or you are kicked. Thanks for abandoning me, you fucking quitter. Ballercopter! Dum 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 dum. This is the best bit though. You think that bit's good? This is the best bit. This is the best bit. Needless to say, I tried to make 9 of my own alts and call them my raid team. Devious motherfucker. Oh, I have to form my own raid in a week? No fucking problem. I'll just make all my own alts and call them the raid team. Look at all these guys, all with different names, all joining my raid team. I'm doing really well here. Look at this. Group 6 of the Nuddle Weeps is ready for action, baby. Oh yeah, I did it in under 20 minutes. What are you talking about? Jesus. This did not go over too well, and I got kicked. And sadly drooped over Stormwind Bank in my mount that I rightfully won and hung my head in shame. Final line, totally worth it. Totally worth it. I actually rejoined the guild but was unallowed to raid. I had learned from my greedy ways and before I quit played the auction house to make guild triple back what I stole and pay for the Dragon Soul mount not going to someone who deserved it. I hope you enjoyed my story about my dickery in which I caused. And we did! Totally worth it until you realised how much of a giant dick you are. Until you're a massive doc. That's cool, man. He took everything. 30,000 gold and another mount. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. And there you go, my wonderful friends. 4 little dramatic tales to go and finish your week with of how people behave in World of Warcraft. And also the fact that we can look back on it and smile in good ways. That is the culmination of the dailies for this week. We have the live show tomorrow where there will be another drama story which is in character and has a script. That one's entitled The Wonderful Warglaive, which will be read by me and Ghost in a drunken manner. No doubt. A drunken manner. On top of that, I will be live streaming on Monday for the final, super final day. We have 9 characters which are capped and completed and done. I have 2 more to do. I will be finishing them on Monday. For those of you who join me throughout the week, or throughout the last 4 weeks in capping every single character in preparation for the 5.2 guides, the finale will be on Monday at 9 AM at the usual time. I managed to play super fucking long yesterday. I did Dread Wastes 6 times last night. 6 times. I did Dread Waste 6 times. I have 2 more times to do it. So, it was good fun. It was good fun to do Dread Waste 6 times last night. In good jest, though, I did in fact finish Breaking Bad. Other than that, please tune in tomorrow. Get your brofist sent in to preachgaming@gmail.com. The transmog competition will close around about 6 PM tomorrow. About 6 PM tomorrow is when I will stop accepting transmogs and stop accepting brofists. I will do all the videos and stuff about 6 PM tomorrow, just before the show. We will be giving away t-shirts and stuff like that. And also, if you're old enough and able to, join us in a drink to celebrate Mr. Ghost's birthday. It should be good. It should be good. Alright guys, take it easy ballers. Thank you for a great week. I'm sorry I couldn't stream today, but you know why. And I will see you tomorrow evening. If you're watching this live, it's going to start approximately 2 hours from now. So look at your watch. 2 hours from that time is when the BG show will start. See you tomorrow guys, and thank you for a great week. Be good and have a good weekend. It's important. Bye.